we're back with the first episode of the Sample Flip Show, Season 2. I know this is really short notice, so if no one shows up, I get it. I think I'm just going to go in and flip some samples. It's been a minute since I worked on something new that use some of the samples I have in this library here. Just been flipping new stuff. So you know what? I think I'm just gonna take this day and go through some of the stuff that I already have squared away. If anyone trickles in and you want me to flip something, make sure to send it to my email. The email's in the video description. It's in the comment section, but if you haven't caught it, it's BeatsByEmani, Imani with an E, at gmail.com, and we'll see what we can come up with. Without further ado, let's see. I think I heard something last night. I think I want to do that. So I've been working on a project with my homeboy. I don't want to talk too much about it, but it's kind of in the style of like Alchemist or Madlib. Very bare bones. You have samples, just loops. You have drum breaks. I think I want to do some stuff like that during the stream, see what I could come up with.
Cotton candy on a cake. Cotton candy. I like to lick. Cotton candy. Cotton candy, the best in town. Cotton candy makes my world go round. You can smell
Bro really loves some damn cotton candy. That's for sure.
I couldn't last a day like the fly. Candy is rain like the flawless rain. I couldn't last a day.
I'm gonna start here.
Like the flawless rain. Cotton candy is my bag. Candy is my bag.
Let's see.
Like the flawless rain. Cotton candy is my.
These are some damn good cuts. I didn't expect to be so precise with my timing. This is really good. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna be the main loop right there. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all right there. All I need now is some drums. This beat's done. But let me see if there's something else in the sample I can use.
Cotton candy on a candy stick. Listen to
I get a distinct feeling that this man is not talking about cotton candy as in the candy, but if he is, this man had a sugar tooth.
Honey, wanted you. La, 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 la. Oh, la, 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 la. Yeah.
You know, of course, you know, you think, of course, this person isn't like being literal with what they're talking about their song, you know. But imagine if they were, you know. Imagine if he made a whole song just like talking about cotton candy.
Like a cloud of spray.
Let's see. Oh, you know what? Well, I'll worry about that later. I'm trying to do a remix contest for let's see, for I'll pull it up. Coast Contra here. I'm just gonna throw this in the session. I might try using this beat. We'll see how it turns out. I'll finish the beat, then I'll see if the acapella adds up. I think I'm gonna do something like that. So this is gonna be the hook. That's gonna be the hook right there. This is the intro.
Like the candy is my thing.
Or maybe this will be the intro too. I'll see. But for now, this is for sure gonna be the verse. Yeah, I might have to rethink that a bit. I might be able to get away with this. See that symbol at the start? That kind of makes it hard to flip there. Okay, I'm gonna have to put some more thought into this. I might have to find another part of this sample. But for now, let me try this. Yeah, let me try right now. Let's see. Why not?
First things first, man, you're messing with the worst. I be putting hymns in your head till you go to church, find your savior. Cause ain't nobody safe here. Kids getting shot up at schools and even daycares. They passing gun laws like blunts, estamos fumando. To ease the pain, no puedo olvidarlo. Forgave the unforgivable, I had to keep my heart pure. I've been going in, never needed validation from outsiders. I'm him in my first things first, man, you're messing with the worst. I be putting hymns in your head till you go to church, find your savior. Cause ain't nobody safe here. Kids getting shot up at schools and even daycares. They passing gun laws like blunts, estamos fumando. To ease the pain, no puedo olvidarlo. Forgave the unforgivable, I had to keep my heart pure. I've been going in, never needed validation from outsiders. I'm him in my process. It's much more than you could digest. This is beyond the flesh. After death, why I tip the scales in my favor? Cause my heart heavy as a feather. We could fly forever if the sky don't fall. Niggas know my name, rain from the slums to the stars. Picked by the Lord to make it out the devil's jaws. Spitting hell when I'm on the mic until them trumpets call. It's your favorite vagabond dropping bombs on your lawn. First things first, man, you're messing with the worst. I be putting hymns in your head till you go to church, find your savior. Cause ain't nobody safe here. Kids getting shot up at schools and even daycares. They passing gun laws like blunts, estamos fumando. To ease the pain, no puedo olvidarlo.
I don't know. I ain't fucking with that. Don't sound right to me. Even though it works from a technical standpoint, it just doesn't sound good. You know what I mean?
It's your favorite vagabond dropping bombs on your lawn. Shit's nasty, you're number 2 next to what I do. Pinning flows like voodoo, so be a darling, sit still. Who knew? I go from showering with buckets to sitting courtside watching Braun put a buckets. From Warren G to Warren Buffett, you gotta love it. I see a lot of kings with their crown in their back pocket, so stop it. Hold your head high like you got a bloody nose, cousin. It's the coast coming.
Before I do that. Oh yeah, this song fools always. Well. Let's see. That might work better.
First things first, man, you're messing with the worst. I be putting hymns in your head till you go to church, find your savior. Cause ain't nobody safe here. Kids getting shot up at schools and even daycares. They passing gun laws like blunts, estamos fumando. To ease the pain, no puedo olvidarlo. Forgave the unforgivable, I had to keep my heart pure. I've been going in, never needed validation from outsiders. I'm him in my process. It's much more than you could digest. This is beyond the flesh. After death, why I tip the scales in my favor? Cause my heart heavy as a feather. We could fly forever if the sky don't fall. Niggas know my name, rain from the slums to the stars. Picked by the Lord to make it out the devil's jaws. Spitting hell when I'm on the mic until them trumpets call. It's your favorite vagabond dropping bombs on your lawn. Shit's nasty, you're number 2 next to what I do. Pinning flows like voodoo, so be a darling, sit still. Who knew? I go from showering with buckets to sitting courtside watching Braun put a buckets. From Warren G to Warren Buffett, you gotta love it. I see a lot of kings with their crown in their back pocket, so stop it. Hold your head high like you got a bloody nose, cousin. It's the coast coming.
I've been battling a nocturnal mind. Awake yet not awoken, sleeping at times. I dream about the sunshine's embrace when I'm clouded. Thoughts shrouded, doubting in my faith that one smooth mountain now won't seem to make a pebble shake. Let alone lift more stones, I've thrown many. My house is glass, half full, half empty. I'm the full inside, the half not trying to fill a hole. I don't support.
First things first, man, you're messing with the worst. I be putting hymns in your head till you go to church.
That don't really work, but
safe here. Kids getting shot up at
sounds good on that first verse, don't it?
Gun laws like blunts, to ease the pain, no puedo olvidarlo. Forgave the unforgivable, I had to keep my heart pure. I've been going in, never needed validation from outsiders. I'm him in my process. It's much more than you could digest. This is beyond the flesh. After death, why I tip the scales in my favor? Cause my heart heavy as a feather. We could fly forever if the sky don't fall. Niggas know my name, rain from the slums to the stars. Picked by the Lord to make it out the devil's jaws. Spitting hell when I'm on the mic until them trumpets call. It's your favorite vagabond dropping bombs on your lawn. Shit's nasty, you're number 2 next to what I do. Pinning flows like voodoo, so be a darling, sit still. Who knew? I go from showering with buckets to sitting courtside watching Braun put a buckets. From Warren G to Warren Buffett, you gotta love it. I see a lot of kings with their crown in their back pocket, so stop it. Hold your head high like you got a bloody nose, cousin. It's the coast coming.
I've been battling a nocturnal mind. Awake at night, awoken, sleeping at times. I dream about the sunshine's embrace when I'm clouded. Thoughts shrouded, doubting in my fate that once smooth mountains now won't seem to make a pebble shake. Let alone lift more stones, I've thrown many. My house is glass, half full, half empty. I'm the full inside, the half not, trying to fill a hole I don't support.
First things first, man, you're messing with the worst. I be putting hymns in your head till you go to church, find your savior. Cause ain't nobody safe here. Kids getting shot up at schools and even daycares. They passing gun laws like blunts, estamos fumando. To ease the pain, no puedo olvidarlo. Forgave the unforgivable, I had to keep my heart pure. I've been going in, never needed validation from outsiders. I'm him in my process.
The weird thing, my bad, y'all, I got distracted by texting whatever. No, actually, screw it. I'm not my bad. I know y'all are here for all of it, but no. The weird thing about this freestyle is like there's so many different styles going on that are free. You know what I mean? Like everybody's rapping in a different flow with a different delivery. And because of that, I can make a beat for one verse and it'll sound good, and then you go on to the next one and it sounds awkward. You know? I feel like I gotta flip a sample that's broader for it to fit, or I just have to like make different beats for the different verses, if that makes any sense. But I am liking the sample that I got going so far. I think I'm gonna lay some drums on it and then move on to the next joint. As far as I'm concerned, this first flip has been a success, even if it doesn't sound all that good with this acapella. I'm gonna try different ones. I'm just not feeling articulate today, you know? You ever had moments like that where it's just like the words are there but they're not coming out right? No matter. No matter. Sound like some drum and bass shit. And goes super slow afterwards. You get like one bar. Alright, let's see. Let us see. That sounds pretty good. You know what? After I get this beat down, pause. Oh god, that was a good catch. After I get this first beat squared away, I'm just gonna put some drum breaks under this acapella and see if any of those sound good, and then I'll just flip samples over that. This might not be the right drum break, but it's important to hear things with a drum break under them, hear samples with a drum break under them, to make sure that the samples are on time enough. Like, the timing on this doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to at least match up with the timing of the drum break. You know what I mean? I'll tell you, there's some people missing this live stream. I'm missing out on something great. But hopefully everybody will be able to go back and see this, because I'm having fun here. Oh, okay, didn't mean to do that. I don't know, I'll keep someone and do that whenever I copy the loop over. Weird. I could even cut in some. I'm not gonna get too ambitious right now. What's this? Hey, what's good, Selfish? Good to see you, bruv. I'm over here making some stuff that might go towards a top secret project. Yeah, shoot it through. Shoot it through. I'm gonna peep as soon as I'm through with this beat. Whatever you got. You know what? This is not anything music related, but I don't know why folks would want cars that sound like motorcycles. I don't get it. I ain't mad at them, except for my neighbors. Everybody else, y'all cool. I don't get why people want cars that sound like motorcycles. I'm almost through here.
Fumando to ease the pain, no puedo olvidarlo. Forgave the unforgivable, I had to keep my heart pure. I've been going in, never needed validation from outsiders. I'm him, and my process is much more than you could digest. This is beyond the flesh. After death, why I tip the scales in my favor? Cause my heart heavy as a feather. We could fly forever if the sky don't fall. Niggas know my name, rain from the slums to the stars. Picked by the Lord to make it out the devil's jaws. Spitting hell when I'm on the mic until them trumpets call. It's your favorite vagabond dropping bombs on your lawn. First things first, man, you're messing with the worst. I be putting hymns in your head till you go to church. Find your savior, cause ain't nobody safe here. Kids getting shot up at schools and even daycares. They passing gun laws like blunts. Estamos fumando to ease the pain, no puedo olvidarlo. Forgave the unforgivable, I had to keep my heart pure. I've been going in, never needed validation from outsiders. I'm him, and my process is much more than you could digest. This is beyond the flesh. After death, why I tip the scales in my favor? Cause my heart heavy as a feather. We could fly forever if the sky don't fall. Niggas know my name, rain from the slums to the stars. Picked by the Lord to make it out the devil's jaws. Spitting hell when I'm on the mic until them trumpets call. It's your favorite vagabond dropping bombs on your lawn. First things first, man, you're messing with the worst. I be putting hymns in your head till you go to church. Find your savior, cause ain't nobody safe here. Kids getting shot up at schools and even daycares. They pass.
I don't know how I feel about that break. Let's see.
First things first, man, you're messing with the worst. I be putting hymns in your head till you go to church. Find your savior.
Yeah, that's it's Coast Contra. They're doing a remix competition. You might want to check it out too, bro. It's on the BeatStars. But they had a freestyle, and I guess they're trying to have people remix their freestyle. Yeah. Hey, ma. You know, two of the dudes in Coast Contra, they're actually, I think, they're Razkaz's kids, I think. Something like that. It's either Razkaz or Cannabis. Don't quote me. Check that out for yourself. But they're definitely they're this rapper's kids. And when you hear them, you kind of it makes sense. It's like, oh, okay. That might be it. That might be it. I'm still not sold on this this acapella going with the beat, but I do like the sample. Metapop, they have contests you can win machines and Nah, I haven't heard of them. Not gonna lie, bro. By the way, did you send over the sample? I was checking my email. I ain't seen anything yet, but it could be in my spam. Bass guitars. Is it an actual bass guitar? Or is it like a VST or something? Like, is it a contact sound library or actual bass guitar? Still need to finish mixing, but I've been waiting to re-up on my Arturia subscription so I can mix all month. Only 4 left to mix this pack, so sadly not the full packet. VST context sound. Oh yeah, Contact has some nice sounds, some nice bass sounds. What bass libraries do you use in Contact? And in terms of Arturia, are you saying that you're using some sort of like Arturia mixing tools, or do you have like the plugin suite and you're using like their synths, and you're waiting to re-up on their synths in order to mix those? Let's see. I think I'll take a part of that there. Let's see how it sounds. Uh-oh. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So more like the ideas done here. I could do some better chops. Using the FX collections. I see. I have to mix the Arturia still sound. Yeah, man, we gotta get you to win that contest, man. Contact is a major key. And I'm unfamiliar with Arturia's mixing tools. You know, honestly, I use a lot of stock things, and I use Wave. How do you like Arturia stuff? Character out of those instruments. Got a lot of CLA and SSL stuff. Yeah, CLA and SSL, I use them a lot myself. I hadn't heard anything about hadn't heard anything about Arturia until now. Arturia. I haven't heard much about Arturia's mixing plugins till now. But You know what? I figured if they're as good as their MIDI instruments, they gotta be pretty damn great. And to see Swear by I'm Selfish, then yeah, I might have to look into those. I really fuck with Arturia heavy, not gonna lie. Well, you know what? I think that I got the idea for this beat down. I'm gonna move along to the next sample. I'm gonna see what you sent me, Selfish. Yeah, Arturia don't need to advertise either, cause this shit's fire. I'm saying, like, their proof of product is incredible. Like, if you use it, you're gonna be a buyer. You know. Ignore this, loved ones. Y'all didn't see nothing just now, alright? Just ignore that. Y'all didn't see nothing. Man, he sent me some fire last time, so I already know. I'm already knowing. We gonna make something shake. Okay, let's see what we got here. I could do some of this. Let's see. Hey, y'all know me. I love to drown my shit in reverb. So, I'll get you Selfish. You speaking my language. Alright, so this one's my favorite. Stairs to Olympus. Mount Olympus is my second, and Champion is my third. There was a lot more going on in these ones than the last sample that you sent me. I felt like some of the layers were kind of like fighting for attention with one another, especially in the Champion one. But we got some solid stuff to pull from here. I think I would. Yes, these ones were a bit more experimental, it felt like. Let's try it. Okay, let's see. Definitely more out there with these. Didn't send that one though. Which one you talking about? That's probably about 60. Hold on 1 second. Boy, bro. Yep. Oh, okay. My bad about that. Call from a friend. Let's see. All right, perfect. Good. Good. Looking for the BPM. No, I'm just trying to get the timing right. I'm just trying to get the timing of the chops right. Do you have the original? Oh, it was 109. I'm tripping. What the fuck was I doing? The fuck was I doing? Well, I'll tell you what. While we're here, you know, I'm so used to flipping samples without having the BPMs. Like, I'll just go into it and start chopping without even like reading to see if there's a key or a BPM or whatever. We set off flex. No flex zone. I feel like such a uncle. That was a bad joke. Let's see. It's 109 here, it says. Yeah, you definitely did. I just like I said, I'm so used to flipping samples that don't have a BPM. I'm just like, okay, I'll just figure it out. And I start time stretching. To be fair though, bro, I ain't gonna lie, this one seems like it's a little off grid. Seems a little off grid. But I'm gonna figure it out. I should probably do that first. Oh. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this one seems a little off grid, bro. Not gonna hold you. But we making it work. Try not to complete real. Oh no, I feel it. I mean, unless I'm doing like trap 9 times out of 10, I don't. I thought, you know, the grid is a guideline. You know what I mean? The grid gives you an idea of the pocket you're supposed to be in, but if you follow it too exact, then it could be robotic, and you don't want robotic sounding shit for live sounding music. Like trap is one thing, or you know, if it's industrial or something like that, those are different things. But hip hop and R&B and soul and shit, you don't want it to be completely on grid unless you're doing like some 80s shit. That's another thing too. Anyways, so I get you. Two, three. I'm gonna stick to this for now. Let's see what we got. everyone that's in here, if you were around while I had that short break, while I took that phone call, did the audio bleed through? Because I've done a stream before, and I went to my break screen, and it seemed like the audio was still getting caught from the mic. Let me know if y'all heard anything. I might have to change my settings. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah. When that happened, I was on Twitch, so I'm not sure if it's a platform thing or a program thing, because I didn't change the settings from YouTube to Twitch, but for some reason it was bleeding through. You know what? That's something I've been noticing. A lot of people are moving away from using claps in trap now. It seems like a lot of people are using snares. But it's also important to remember that just because other people are doing something, that doesn't necessarily mean that it'll work for you or that it'll work in the specific beat that you're doing. Like, sometimes I'll catch myself, I'll hear something cool, and I want to recreate it in the beat that I'm working on, and it just won't make sense in that particular beat. You know what I mean? Let's see. I never was a clap guy. I love it. Yo, Ninth Wonder's box snare is infamous. Did you guys know that I'm pretty sure that one was actually from I think it's a FL Studio stock sound. There's a couple Ninth Wonder sounds that are actually just FL sounds. My homeboy, man, y'all know Seymour put me onto that. He showed me that some of Ninth sounds were just FL stock sounds. Let's see what we can do here. You know what? For a long time, I was a snare guy, and I just loved like the hardest pause sounding snares. But you know, I don't know. These days, I find myself using more kind of, stuff that you wouldn't think of to fill up the space of a snare. Like, I like using rim shots, and I like using claps, and, sometimes even like a percussion. Yeah, bro. Can't clown FL. It's too powerful. My 7 instruments, I use one more than the same. I use more than one of the same type of instruments. You know, I feel like I'm the type of producer. I don't, you know, I find sounds that work and I go back to them consistently. I like saving presets. I mean, occasionally I'll sound design and I'll really go in, you know. But once I find something that works, I run it into the fucking ground and I move on to the next thing. And usually it's like clockwork. It's not intentional, but like once a year, I basically go through and replace all my sounds. You know, I just don't. I like what works while it works until it doesn't. I start getting restless, and sometimes that's kind of bit me in the ass. Like there's been moments where I probably should have used the same sounds and floated on the same trends for a longer amount of time while they were still hot. But like I get so much use out of the sounds I do while I'm using them that by the time I'm done, it's like, okay, I have a back catalog of 60 beats that use these same like 10 sounds or something, you know? And then you're talking about using more than one of the same type of instruments. It's like certain instruments, even though they're the same instrument, they can have vastly different sounds. Like, I mean, if you change out the snares on a drum set, it's going to be completely different. Even if, like, you dampen the snares or the kicks a different way, it could sound completely different. Or if you record it in a different room. Or, like, fucking guitars, depending on, like, if you're using a jazz guitar or a Stratocaster or, you know, whatever else, they could sound completely different. Packs I know I want to grab is like my favorite restaurants. I'm not gonna lie, the whole thing of like sample packs is new to me in the sense of like I'm used to like digging for samples. I remember before the time where there was like hip hop composers and stuff like that. Or even when there was, it was like only your favorite producer had access to that kind of like those kind of resources. So I'm used to making my own samples. I'm used to digging for samples. It's a different kind of thing using other producers' samples. Like it's a learning curve for me. Like even right now, there's a lot that I had to take in and a lot I had to learn, you know? He shot for more drums this time. Plus, I'll finish my drum kit after my sample. You know what? I feel like, too, when it comes to, like, drum kits, it's a different game. Unless you're... Alright, if you're not doing trap, you're doing, like, lo-fi or something like that, I feel like there's a lot more sounds that people tend to pull from or have as a point of reference. I feel like there's more uniqueness. If we're talking about trap, a lot of the kits that are out recycle the same sounds, the same fucking 5-6 snare sounds. You might have some differences with hi-hats. But I don't know, every once in a while you'll come across somebody that actually makes their own drum sounds from scratch on some trap shit.
and it's beautiful. There's this cat I found on Reddit. I forgot his name, but I know he does stuff for 808 Mafia. I wish I had his name so I could plug him, but this dude is really talented. And that's true too. Sample libraries do definitely give people a chance to dive into the game and creates collaborations that wouldn't otherwise happen, you know. I'm interested in seeing your drum kit, Selfish. You gotta put me on the. You gotta send me a link when you're done. I'll cop it. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I feel like I'm being lazy here, but whatever. Whatever. It sounds good. I'm trying to get out of a space of like judging my music, the quality of my music based on how much effort I put into it. Because sometimes you could put a lot of effort into some bullshit. You know what I mean? You put a lot of effort into music that doesn't sound good, or it just doesn't feel good. Sometimes you don't put much effort into something that does sound good or feel good. I think a lot of artists and musicians in general get into a place where we're like, oh, this can't be good because I didn't work very hard for this. And that's not always the case. I'll get a drum kit out maybe around pack 10 or something. It's fire tested. I feel you. Truth be told, I'm sitting on... Alright, I'm sitting on 5 finished drum kits. If we're talking about the ones I started and haven't finished, there's another 4. So like altogether, I'm sitting on like 9 drum kits. And then there's the 3 that I already put out, you know. I get you. Also, you know, you want to make sure that you have good marketing and promotion. So like, what better proof of purchase than, you know, using your own kits and having people see how dope they sound on your beats. So I've been going through that process too. I get you about, you know, wanting to be fire tested. Some feels off by this way. That's where it is. Maybe not. I'll check the backs out. What up, bro? You know, most of the stuff I do is like boom bap, though. Admittedly, my drums have been kind of limited in that regard. Or you can say, you know, I'm not gonna say limited. I got a niche. Let's put it like that. So if you're looking for like boom bap or lo-fi, I got you for days, bro. I'm thinking about venturing into trap, but I think it's gonna be a minute before I do that.
No, you're good. You know, I feel like it's necessary at times. You know, I don't know. I don't know what today's producers are doing. Like folks that go through sample packs and they'll do stuff in FL and they have this crazy workflow where they'll get things done like that. I I come from a boom bap background and I like stuff like this. I like the challenge of having to figure out the timing, and you know, I like ambient sounds and things that are experimental. So no, it works for me. It works. I think this is the basic idea. I think this is the basic idea right here. Uh-oh. Close it. I'm trying to keep it simple. I don't want to get too weird with it. So fix the timing on that. More stuff at the start so you don't sample the intro. Did. Nah, don't put more stuff at the start. I say put more stuff in the middle, but just like not necessarily like more like clutter or busyness. I'm saying like take it in a different direction, you know? Like do a B section. I think all the I'm not gonna say this. I say a lot of popular samples, people are sampling like choruses and bridges or vamps or stuff like that. People might take the first part, the intro, you know, or the main melody from a sample. But I say it's more common, like especially like with boom bap and lo-fi and stuff like that, people are taking from like bridges and vamps and stuff where the artist or the band got really freaky and just kind of like switched up the entire melody and the feel. You know what I mean? But you know, that's the thing. That's important. That's why it's important to try everything, because then you find out what sticks, you know? I'm kind of in the process of doing that right now myself. I mean, I'm trying to make as many beats as possible with different sounds. I don't know what the hell's going on YouTube right now. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, the stuff that I used to do that used to get attention is kind of floundering and everything's topsy-turvy. So at this point it's like, let me just have fun, see what I can come up with.
multiple types of samples. Some are just straight freestyle samples. Some have A&B. There's intro and breakdown. Yeah, I think it's necessary to add different types and loops too, you know? I think I got into the mode of like, I act like a composition where it's like a full song is more valid than just like a rough sketch or something, you know what I mean? So it's like I'll judge my work super hard if I'm not putting together like a full song with B sections and an intro and an outro and whatever else. Well, sometimes it just needs to be a loop, you know, or it just needs to be, you know, just a short piece. It doesn't have to be like a whole fleshed out idea, you know. This is supposed to sound like every song. I feel it. You know, it kind of reminds me of like, you know, you hear like European library music, like from movies and soundtracks and stuff like that. Like KPM or something, you know? That's a good example. KPM. Hey bro, I'm looking forward to hearing it. Not gonna lie. Yeah, you got my email, man. Just shoot me a link when everything's said and done. Def Library expired. I feel that. Okay, what was I looking for again? I feel like Drake would rap over something like this. Or Cardi. Car with more speed. Yeah, facts. I'm gonna figure this out. It's gonna make sense. Don't mind me. Yeah, I'm gonna not use that. I like the pattern, but matter of fact, you know what it's like if you get the melody down. I think with these 808s, the melody is more important than the pattern. It's gonna trip you up, you managed to make my sound beat. Yeah, bro. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's just like, it's cause whatever I'm doing comes from my perspective. Now, that's not to say I can't step outside my perspective. I can make something that doesn't sound like me, you know? But for the most part, I choose to do stuff that's within my wheelhouse, you know? This is fun. I don't know where I can go with this. This might be it right there, but feels like a happy beat. I feel like the only people that don't have like their own style, and I think, yeah, I agree. I think everybody has their own style and sound. I was gonna say I think the only people that didn't are like Stevie Wonder and Prince, but even them, like if you pay enough attention to their discography, when you hear them writing for other people, you could tell that it's them, you know, just based on some of the artistic choices that they make. Actually, it's Rick Ross stuff. Easy money. I always feel, you know what? I'm not saying always, but half the time I feel weird about my work with trap because I feel like I'm not doing all that much work. Like most of the work comes in the drum programming. But even with that, it's not like it's the most complex drum programming. You know, it's not really the drum programming. It's what you do with the hi-hats most of the time. And I'll be lazy as fuck with the hi-hats. I ain't gonna front. Yeah, it's a fact. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie and say like, if you don't listen to my stuff, if you listen to my stuff long enough, you can tell what an Imani beat sounds like. I mean, I do different sounds and styles and shit. I've even done different genres, but I think if you listen to me long enough, you'll be like, okay, yeah, I could tell that's him because these chord choices, whatever the hell else, you know? I think that's a general thing. Oh, Charlie Horse. Damn it. Ooh. Ah. Whew. Hold on, yo. You know what? That's the thing about trap. It's not that it's not complicated. It's what's complicated as opposed to other genres. Like in boom bap or lo-fi, it might be sample digging that's complicated. It might be hard to find a specific sample. That's what makes a good beat good. You know, or it might be the chord progressions that you use. In trap, it's a completely different set of metrics. It might just be like, oh, well, the way that you did the hi-hats, it took a lot of time on that. Or it might be how you process your melody or your sample or whatever, you know? There's so many things that go into it. So I don't want it to seem like by any means that I'm saying that trap is simple or it's not, it doesn't have its own things that make it complex. I'm just saying that the things that make it complex are new to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not used to doing that kind of shit. And so I guess it feels like I'm cheating in a way. Maybe it's that I don't know how to make my, you know, where to make my trap beats complex. Or it might be a thing of just like, I'm just not used to that kind of workflow. And so compared to what I'm doing, it feels easier. But it's not that it's easier. It's just like it's just harder in different areas that I might be better equipped to. You know, I don't know. But no, trap has its own complications. Okay. I think that was the idea for this one. Probably just gonna do this. Selfish, what we calling this one? I'll give you an idea where you need to go for producing. Since I'm doing this, I'm gonna start producing full albums. I'm play making the artist got eat too. So can you? Oh yeah, no, I've been on that tip since 2016, 2017. Like, it's been a thing. Producers being their own kind of artists in the sense of like, you know, like a Flying Lotus or how Metro Boomin had his run. He was touring and he was just doing his own shit, you know. But yeah, no, I think the whole concept of beat tapes or placements, playmaking, whatever you call it, you know, having some form of pushing your beats and getting audiences to tune in. I mean, it's partially what I'm doing here. You know, it's like you got to put a face and you got to put something to the music that people hear. I've been thinking about doing some cartooning, matter of fact, you know. Sonar, that's fire. Add dudes in the house. I'll record and shoot the videos. I'm serious. So label and I'll run the team. You know, I have a homeboy who literally did exactly what you're talking about. Like, he produces and he raps and he does video work and stuff like that. He's been doing a whole bunch of video work for labels, and you know, he got this crazy deal arranged, and he has like an artist commune that he opened. Basically, he bought himself a house, and he put all his team members in the house, and they do all sorts of work on their own projects and his, and it's really cool. Yeah, my boy Rex Wonder, R3X Wonder, really smart dude. You gotta check him out, by the way, Selfish. That's what I'm saying. Great minds think alike, you know? Great minds think alike. There's one last thing I want to try before I call this beat finished. Let's see. Max mobility. What you thinking in terms of max mobility? What you mean? Oh, I get you. It's important to be able to have the option, you know what I mean? I'll say this, I'm all in favor of taking on many hats. I've done that for most of my career, you know? It's important to be able to delegate, you know, so that you can do as much as you want. Because with taking on those hats, you're taking on more responsibilities, not just, you know, the artistic outlets that come with them. And not to say that like you didn't know anything like that, you know. I'm just kind of reflecting myself. You take on more hats, you have more freedom, but then you have more responsibility that comes with that freedom. You always want to be in a position where you can make the choice and say, okay, I want to take on this responsibility and I want to have this outlet. The worst thing in the world, I think, as an artist is to get pigeonholed into something and then you grow out of it and you're still kind of forced to do it. There's a lot of popular artists that are in exactly that position that just aren't happy with their lives, their careers. I won't say any names. Too late. Right here. Not right there. I had it right. stuff that I'm sure that I won't take nothing unless it's that's probably enough right there. All those, but yeah, there's a lot. I only do stuff that I'm sure I won't take nothing on. So yes. Yeah, it's important to be able to, at the very least, know how to do all the stuff that you want to do. And I think it is necessary when you're at a place where you don't have the resources to get others to do it for you, you know? I almost feel like what I got right now is too much, you know what I mean? But yeah, I fuck with open hi-hats. I miss Lex Luger perks. I feel that. I'm gonna turn this master on real quick. Oh yeah, like I said before, bro, I tend to save presets and go back to them until I run them into the ground. I do that for like a year straight. I got this set up, so all I have to do really is just kind of tweak it. I generally know how things are gonna sound and how I want them to. Damn, that shit's hitting. That shit's hitting. Alright, now that we got that squared away, let's try Mess Room. still on type beats. I start doing this. I got the next step for music producers. That was my first business. That's fire, bro. Keep it up. You know, I'm not realized with type beats and stuff like that, and just online beat sales. I say more so than that being the focus of the business. I can't speak for everyone. I guess for me, I'm looking at that as a promotional tool for other services I want to do. I mean, yeah, I like making beats. And I've had a great time putting out stuff through YouTube and, you know, whatever else. I'm not stopping that. But I think that the next step for me is to get more into executive production, like putting together albums and making things work for artists. So I feel like my beats are a conversation point to get people into, you know, working with me as an executive producer or as a mixing engineer or whatever else, a composer. But I think that this, like the YouTube hustle, like type beats, I feel like that's a means to end. And if you ever want to see the proof in the pudding, look at all the people that came up around me, like all the people that started in 2013, all the people that started in 2016, so on and so forth. A lot of them aren't on YouTube right now, and they might not return from the way I see it, you know. Who knows? I might be wrong, but I think that, you know, we're supposed to evolve past the platforms we start on, you know. And it doesn't necessarily mean creating our own platforms, but more along the lines of like, you know, there's a time to make tight beats. There's a time for placements. There's a time to compose and so on and so forth. Just different stages in folks' careers, you know? Yeah, man, you get it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call this one Sonar, and I think I'm gonna wrap it up tonight after this. So I'm gonna bounce it out, pause, and play this. Oh, gotta save it first. I'm gonna bounce it out, play it, and see how the mix sounds in iTunes. I could have been come up, but I lost passion. I was doing well, but I was attached to my beats as a rapper. I'm creating a platform for everybody. I feel that. Man, I think you should be rapping to your beats too. You know what I mean? Not to say, you know, screw the idea of having a platform or anything, but like, yeah, do both. I think sometimes we get burnt out from something that we're passionate about because the expectations that we hold to it, or feeling like we don't have the mobility we want. I think when we start doing music as a job, you know, you start doing it for a living, it could be real monotonous and it could be really draining because you're pulling from things that used to feed you, you know? So yeah, I get it. I think it's good to have other outlets while you're trying to make something shake with your main line of music. So if you're a producer, it helps to have something outside of producing. I know that we can make the thing that we love to do our entire lives. You know what I mean? But you gotta have other loves too. And not to say, oh well, have a backup plan. I don't know if I believe in that personally, but I think that you need something to feed your spirit while you're doing the hustle. Even if it's like, oh, I'm making these kinds of beats for this platform, but I'm doing some shit that's completely different from myself, some shit that I enjoy, you know? That's fire. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, bro, I think we got one. I'm gonna call this a Drake type beat just because I don't think people are bumping Cardi the same way they used to back in 2018 or even 2019. Cardi disappeared into the shadow realm. Don't quote me. Bro went MIA. Bro ran off with Igloo Azalea. Never been seen again. He's on the back of a milk carton right now. I'm gonna keep on prodding Cardi until he comes out of retirement to diss me and make a whole mumble diss album against me in a baby voice. Yeah, bro. Do that, man. You got it. You got it. One hand washes the other. I think you got the right idea. But yeah, now the Cardi beats out here are all typical, different, a bit different, but this would definitely work. I'm gonna see what the marketplace is looking like. But on that note, I think I'm gonna dip out. I'm gonna take it easy for the rest of the night. I'm gonna be back by the end of next week, and we're gonna keep it pushing. I hope y'all like the first episode of the second season of the Sample Flip Show, and y'all got to keep on sending in these samples so I can keep on flipping stuff. But if not, we're going to go through my sample library and get it cracking. But, alright, till then, I'm going to catch y'all later. Thanks for stopping through, Selfish. Thanks for stopping through everybody else that watched. I'm going to catch y'all next time. Peace.